Hey everybody, it's Brooke. I hope you're having a great day. I sure have missed everyone. I'm sorry I have been AWOL for so long, but trying to get back to it again. And I'm also going to apologize for this. The sun is creeping up over my windowsill, and there's really nothing I can do, so I'm sorry about that glare. What can you do? Anyway, I have not been doing a ton of crafting because I haven't been feeling that well, but I have been working in my creative daily journal again, which makes me very happy. My life is very boring, but I've been documenting it nonetheless and just doing some arting and having fun in it. So I thought I'd do a flip through of June 2024 for you so you can see how glamorous my life is. JK, not glamorous at all. You might be asleep by the end of the video. I made this journal out of one of those little golden encyclopedias that I love. You can actually see through the gesso. I think it was American presidents. And this is what the whole thing looks like. I did some mixed media I've been in this crazy color thing and I'm really enjoying it. So I just gessoed the whole thing and then did some decoupaging. This is a napkin, this is a napkin. This is some Dina Wakley media paper, which I just love. And then I did some painting with just acrylic paint, just craft paint. And I used my Stabilo All pencil. I used some Neo Color 2s. Are they Neo Colors? I forget what I have. Nope, they're Aqua Colors. They are not Neo Colors at all. They're these guys. Lyra Aqua Color. Love these. This is the big 48 pack. They come in smaller packs too. And I love these for mixed media. Sorry about that glare. And I used some paint pens, and this is some old fabric that I made the spine out of. Did some stamping and some drawing with black pen. And I just threw everything at it, and then I sanded it and sealed it. So that is the cover. I don't know what I was thinking when I picked the fabric for the inside of the spine. This is like an old sheet, which is perfectly lovely, but it doesn't really go with my crazy colors. But there you go. And this is the opening page of June. Hello, June. This is one of my printables. Hello, sexy. And it says June 2024. You simply haven't lived until you've sunk your toes into the sand. And this was a magazine image and another magazine image where I cut out the hands in the little beach house. And then I decoupaged a napkin on top of it, pulling a card from our friend Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. Hi, Allison. Using my sparkly Mod Podge, which, again, I am just loving. And then this is a Courtney Diaz printable that says, Hello, June. Just an opening page. This was the first... Oh, the glare is bad. Sorry. So I can hold it like that. The 1st of June was sunny, 50 degrees and 79 degrees. I've been putting the weather on about, I think, every page, actually, because the weather has been super weird here in Maine in 2024. So it's been interesting to have it documented. Sorry, I was reading my notes. These were my parents' cats. They're Burmese, brother and sister. This is Apollo, and this is Artemis. When my father passed away, they went to live with my stepsister, and we got the sad news this day that Apollo actually also had congestive heart failure, and he died from it. And this day it was really sad. It was like letting go of another piece of the past with my parents and everything, and that made me sad. But this is a magazine clipping and just some background paint. I think this is Jane Davenport paint. I pulled out all my Jane Davenport stuff because the colors are really making me happy. Let me see if I can... That's got some notes on it, but that's all right. That'll maybe help cut down on the glare. This page was the 2nd of June, and there's all kinds of stuff going on. And it was sunny and hot. It was 43 degrees and 93 degrees. Again, these are my printable dates, and this is a Courtney Diaz printable from a while ago. On the flips, this is Tisha Moore. I love her. And So I made a little flip there with Art by Marlene, I think is what this little die cut came from. And then this was me working at my desk. And I don't know if you guys can see this picture. It was funny. I was working at my desk outside and going through a basket with magazine images. And that's one of the images I pulled, was of that lady's hands from the first page. And it got caught on my computer charging cord. And Mark had said something about how weird looking it was. He took this picture because it looked so odd. That made me laugh. And I said it was such a pretty day. I dragged all my Jane Davenport stuff outside to try to do some playing in my poor neglected journal. It seemed like I've been feeling so down. It seemed like a good idea to bring out all the colors. And all the chair time I've spent recently, I've been watching some of my original journaling favorites, Jane Davenport, Tisha Moore, and Courtney Diaz. So I found all my Jane Davenport stuff. This is one of her napkins for collaging. This is a label off some journal tattoos. And these washi tapes were freebies. And I'm trying to think. They were from Joggles, I think. And it was Dina Wakley and Diane Ravely and Jane Davenport, I think. And I had forgotten about them, and I just came across them. I love them. If anyone has any idea where you can still get those, that would make me super happy, because I need more in my life. So that's that page with lots of flips and whatnot. That's the Jane Davenport washi with the little ladies on it. Oh, yep. More glare. I'll keep rearranging here and see what we can do. This was Monday the 3rd. It was 55 for the low, 81 for the high, and sunny. Did I already say that? Yeah. This is some flower rocket that I bought at the Dollar Tree. Produces countless flowers. Yeah, not so much. Really what it produced was a whole bunch of clovers, but it was worth a shot. So I made a little tip in with the box, and I said that I bought this funny thing at the Dollar Tree to see if anything would grow. It was pretty small. The little rocket part was like mesh with seeds buried in it, and it was really very small and beat up. So it was worth a shot for $1.25. What the heck? And I did some stenciling around the edge. Stay up there, you. And outline parts of the stencil. I've been using my black, I've lost my words, you guys. I forget how to record. It's my black Jelly Roll glaze pen, and I really like it. It's very black, shiny, and a little dimensional. However, I quite often don't wait long enough for it to dry, and so I get big smudges. But that'll be okay. This is an old collage sheet. This is a clip art piece of a chipmunk. That's my good friend Roger the chipmunk, who was very busy. He and the squirrel managed to get a whole suet bell out of the bag in like an hour. And all the critters were enjoying it. The chipmunks and the squirrels and the birds all were having a wonderful time getting all the suet out. That was fun to watch. So that was the 3rd. And then this was the 4th of June. Again, I planted some morning glories. Oh, I can't, everything's so shiny. Eek. If I tip it that way, I think that's a little better. I planted morning glories. I had bought some at the Dollar Tree, and then I thought, not sure about that. So I went ahead and purchased another pack from Walmart, which were supposed to be 50 days to bloom. It's been more than 50 days, and it's grown like crazy, but I have no blooms yet. Hopefully before, summer. And this flips down, and it says that these are the ones from the Dollar Tree, and these are the ones from Walmart. Oh, and this is a tag. This tag, I think, came from Danielle over at Crafty Makes by Danielle. I will link her down below. And I just thought it was beautiful. And on the back, I did some journaling, just talking about Mark hadn't been feeling really well, so I'd been running the errands and wrangling dinner together. And let's see. Liv was still home at this point. My daughter Olivia was still living here. And then on this page, this is a picture of my front yard. It's not really a yard, it's a garden. It's got a stone wall around it, and we call it the jungle. It's beautiful, but it's totally wildly overgrown, and I just don't know what to do with it. There's so many beautiful native plants and perennials that we can't just dig it all up. It would break my heart. These are all lupins, and they're gorgeous. These little white dots are Canadian anemones. I picked one of those and taped it in there. I don't know if you can see that. And the hummingbirds were just going crazy. And there were some purple iris blooming as well. Glare, glare, glare. Sorry. Oh, and I don't know if I said it, but I made the signatures, the pages out of this book, just as a junk journal. So this particular page is part of a grocery bag. Oh, and this was, this is the other half of this page. This is my daughter, Olivia, and some packaging from Strawberries. And it said I was so exhausted after running errands. Olivia and I decided to just have eggs for dinner, plus these absolutely perfect strawberries. We thought we would hard-boil the eggs in the air fryer like Mark does it, because if you guys haven't done that, it makes the best hard-boiled eggs. The air fryer does. They're so much better than actually boiling them on the stove because they're really tender and just fabulous. So we thought, we can do that like Mark does. And he gave us very clear instructions on how to do it. No, really didn't work out for us. That's Olivia looking annoyed. I don't know how many eggs we went through. We had many, many uncooked and exploding mishaps, and we became hysterical and couldn't stop laughing. At the end of it all, we had used all the eggs, and there was only one that was edible, so Liv made a little tiny bit of egg salad for her dinner. That was pretty funny. So that was that day, and then this flaps open. This is, again, part of a paper bag. And, this day, this was the 5th of June, and this was Olivia's last day at her job at the hospital. She actually transferred to my cardiology practice in southern Maine. So, you don't want to see that. So she was finishing up some packing and doing some stuff. This is stuff that she brought when she moved in, and she was kind of sorting it out and repackaging it, and that was the 5th of June, and quite a lot of her stuff is still here. And I was feeling really sad that she was going. The people at work gave her this card. There's something weird in there. Don't know what it was. A little bit of fuzz. So they all signed the card for her and told her they would miss her very much, and they bought her lunch and got her a really nice bottle of red wine. And after this day, I think this picture was taken on the 4th, because the 5th was her last day, and she actually left from work up here and went straight down to their new apartment in Biddeford. Oh, and it was really funny. I went to Walmart this day, and this lady, an older lady, I'm an older lady, but she was older than me, gestured me over. She's like, come here, come here. And she was whispering. And before I could even say anything, she said, you want to hear a little joke? It's a little spicy. And I said, sure. She said, why did the rooster go to KFC? He wanted to see a chicken strip. And then she just marched away, cackling like a mad person. It was so funny. I laughed for I don't know how long. And today, apparently, the low was 39, the high was 83, and we had sun and rain. So that was the 5th. And then this was the 6th. It was overcast, rainy, and foggy. The low was 64, the high was 73. Oh, and I got my swap. I did a journal swap with Pam at Pandora's Journals, and I got the one from her that day. And oh my gosh, you guys, it was stunning. If you haven't seen, actually that might be the last video I made, the flip through of that. She knocked it out of the park. I will link Pam down below as well. She's a baby genius. And so I took a picture of the beautiful journal and the gorgeous bag that it came in. It was just a little bag of goodies. It was amazing. And she sent me some of the coffee that her husband roasts. Tasting notes: dark chocolate, dried cherry, brown sugar, and nuts. You guys, this coffee is phenomenal. It is so yummy, and it is currently making my book smell yummy. So I just cut this off the bag when we were done, and I had this cute little card, and I put Pam's note on it. My hubby went ahead and ground the beans for you. Enjoy. We serve this at our cafe at church. I thought that was super sweet. Also had some of the vanilla that he makes and all kinds of goodies. Poppy seeds from her garden. It was amazing. She really went above and beyond. Let me see if I can get the glare off there so you can see. Again, I will link Pam in this video down below. It was just gorgeous. And I put her original card in here. Look at that. That's a poppy from her garden. She made this card. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I think this one's written in. Yeah, she wrote me a little note in here. She's a fabulous lady. And I kept saying I felt like she got ripped off with what I sent her. And then I just doodled these little flowers on there and a little bunny. Some of the items that she had slow stitched onto my journal cover. And this is a Courtney Diaz. So that is that. And this is the 7th of June. It was 59 degrees for the low, 67 for the high, and foggy, which was kind of, I mean, we just have had all the weather, kind of odd. 59 is pretty low for June, even in Maine. And, oh, I got confused, I guess, because this one says it was Olivia's move-in day. Huh. Maybe this was the day she went to work for her last day. I'm not sure. I did something wrong. Oh, well, close enough. And our friend Judy at Locker 61 gave us a Friday freebie this day. One of her cute little voodoo guys. And this one was a chicken for the chickens. If you're not a member of my YouTube or my Facebook group, please consider going to join, and you too will have access to the whole Google Drive of freebies. And it is free. Just when you ask to join, make sure to answer the 3 simple questions so that I know that you're a person and not a bot. And I will link that up there if I remember how. And so I just tipped that in because I thought it was super cute and it was so sweet of her. And I was complaining again about doing so much chair surfing. And really not feeling very well at all again. Creativity is out the window. I'm just whining. Just whining incessantly. And this was a card that I was sent. And this is an image of a chair. And see, this is someplace where I used the glaze pen and closed it too early and got smears. But that's okay. I got it in the book. That's a thing, right? And this day was the 8th. Come on, glare. It was Saturday the 8th. It was 59 as the low, 63 as the high. And I said it was hot, cold, sunny, raining, weird weather. That is a refrain in all my journals these days. And I don't know if you can tell. That's my backyard with the rain pouring down. It was just... This is the back corner of the house, and it was just a deluge. It was crazy. And then in the afternoon, the sun was shining brightly, and the skies opened up again. It downpoured for about 15 minutes. And I said, will the plants ever grow in this madness? Wasn't sure. The pollinator's garden is thriving. Milkweed is shooting up. And that's a picture of my milkweed out in my front jungle. With a little, I don't think that's a monarch wing, but you get the idea. And then this was a piece of the book that I made the journal with, and I just collaged over it and did some doodling. Very fun. And this was Sunday the 9th. Oh, and I did a lot of smearing of the pen. Oh, you guys, I've totally lost my words. The jelly pen. Glaze. Good grief. So there was 59 for the low, 63 for the high. There was rain, there was sun, there was everything. And my other daughter, Tori, was on her way to her summer job. She had just graduated from college, and her summer job was again, being the office manager at Quaker Camp, where she used to go to be a camper and then has worked there ever since she aged out. And she never told us she was coming. She was just, poof, she was there bringing stuff in, taking stuff out. It was kind of crazy. I couldn't believe all this stuff. This was only part of what she brought in. She has a little Prius, and I don't know how they got all the stuff they did into her Prius, but it just kept coming in, coming in. It was amazing. And then, and this was sad. She found a little mouse. Can you see that little tiny mouse? She lives on the 4th floor, and on the set of stairs going up, that last set of stairs, she had some boxes, and she found this little tiny baby mouse. So Mark went and put his gloves on and picked it up and took it outside, but it didn't look like it was feeling terribly well. And then down here I just put in Friends Camp, Here I Come Again. And, this was June 10th, and I had my, it was 53 and 71 for the high and low and high, and it was sunny. And this is Courtney Diaz collage paper. These are some stickers. These are my printables. The weather is my printable. While I was sleeping at 3:45 p.m., the remote download for my cardiac device occurred, and they called me at 9 o'clock in the morning, which is really unusual for them. Very concerned I am back in stupid AFib, which would explain why I have been feeling really not so well. So that was really a bummer. And I was sitting on the back porch trying to kind of process the whole thing, because it was like, how did I not know? How did I not recognize the symptoms? But I didn't. But when I was sitting there feeling so sorry for myself, the very first goldfinch showed up on the finch sock. I was very excited. We haven't had many, but we've had a few, and that was the first one. I was thrilled to see him. And then on this page, well, I can't spell, obviously. This was Tuesday the 11th, and it was sunny with a little cloud cover, 56 for the low, 76 for the high. And this beautiful Admiral butterfly came to visit in the garden. I don't think I've ever seen one. They're so pretty, so clearly black and white, and the edges of their wings are almost blue. So that was fun. And he must have traveled from quite a ways. So I've just got some magazine clippings in here. Again, some of my printables, June. This is Courtney Diaz. And he landed right in a beam of sunshine. It was very nice. And that was about it for that day. I liked this figure because it's like a crazy owl person with combat boots. I don't know. She cracks me up. Courtney Diaz, Little Raven Ink. Again, of course, I will link her down below. And this was Wednesday the 12th, and the low was 56, the high was 76, and I said, it was a lovely day, sunny, nice. This is just washi tape, and what was the substrate here? Oh, this was a piece of gift wrap. Was it a piece of gift wrap? No, I'm fibbing. This was a piece of composition notebook paper that I had bound into the signature. And I like these when Facebook gives you your little memories. And it turned out that 6 years ago, this day, the 12th, was when I originally went into the hospital to have my first cardiac device installed. And my sister came to visit me and took a picture and said on Facebook, sometimes all you need are dead sticks and purple glitter ponies. And of course your sister. And I don't know if you can see that. It was the cutest little arrangement with bright yellow daisies and the curly willow sticks or whatever they are. They're like dead sticks, but they're curly. And those were in the arrangement, and for some reason it cracked us up. I remember that so clearly. And she brought me a little stuffy of a unicorn, or a purple pony. Oh yeah, and that day, well, the next day when they finally released me, they sent me home, and I was so out of it, I didn't realize it. They sent me home with my IV still in place. So I get home, take off my sweatshirt, and I've got all this stuff hanging out of me. So luckily I had some friends, one of whom was a paramedic and the other one was a nurse. And I gave them a call, and they happened to be right near the house, and they came over and got it out for me. So that was very odd, a very odd experience. And the peonies bloomed this day on June 12th. Still only have 3 flowers, but hopefully they'll spread one of these days. And they're breathtaking. It's one of my favorite flowers. And these are in the side garden. And we were watching the show called From, which was really very good. We really enjoyed it. And then I did a bunch of doodling all around. And I don't know. This is probably also one of my printables. Or maybe it's from Courtney. This blue, I'm not quite sure. And so here is June 13th. Look what I did to this poor little girl. I made her look so spooky. I didn't mean to. I said, is it summer? It rained early, 62 degrees for the low, 72 for the high. And here's this weird little girl that I cut out of a Somerset Studio magazine, I think. Yeah, to the best of my knowledge, it is. And I had actually ripped some holes in the composition paper. I guess I put too much liquid on it. So I patched it up with Scotch tape and then tried to mimic her plaid, but the tape was not holding the marker and it got smeared. Again, story of my life. And then I just did some markers and stuff around kind of the brownish background. Plus it was just poopy weather. It seemed appropriate. She's got her little voodoo doll. And I said, I don't know what we did today. I promise. That's why she looks creepy. And that's just me and my weird sense of humor. This page was Wednesday the 14th of June. And it was Flag Day. The low was 62. The high was 79. It was sunny and it rained late. This page is decoupage napkin. More of that washi tape. I think this one might be Dina Wakley. I just love it. And I said this was a chair day, but I did manage to get my highest Angry Bird score ever. Yeah, I suck at it, but I had fun. This is one of my printables, and these are too, and then just some paint. So yeah, I cracked 80 million points. Yeah, it was very exciting. That's the extent of the glamour and excitement around here, you guys. And then, oh, this is the end of the signature, so we'll do this page and be done. This was it Tuesday? Nope, this was Thursday the 15th, my printables. And this printable, I think, is Kay Ann Asherman, who I will also link down below. And the low is 56, the high was 71. Apparently it was rainy and stormy. And this is one of my printables that says, I wrote in, go ahead, underestimate me, that'll be fun. And then I said, feeling crappy, yet salty. So there you go. As you can see, every page has something on it. Whether or not I did a darn thing or remembered what I was doing that day, I was having fun and really enjoying myself, pulling out all kinds of supplies I haven't used in a while. This is Gesso on the back of this page. A whole bunch of printables and pictures and stickers and just all kinds of stuff for funsies. So that is the first half of June 2024 in my Creative Daily Journal. And I hope this video gets to see the light of day. I'm going to watch it back through because I really have forgotten how to do this. But I want to thank you so much for joining me. I really do miss you guys. If you're new here, welcome. Please think about sticking around and subscribing and leaving a comment, whatever works for you. And if you're not new here, thanks for waiting for me, you guys. I'm going to do my best to get back into it. I'm trying. It's kind of a long road, but I am trying to get there. So I will talk to you all really soon, and we'll finish flipping this other half of June. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you real soon. Bye.